Today I put all of NBA history into alphabetical order. 25 teams made up of players whose last name starts with the same letter. Everyone pour one out for our friends with an X last name because y'all got no representation. I'm sorry.
Sucks to be you.
I'm gonna rock it through a ton of rosters here before we get into the sim, beginning with the teams that, well, they just are not deep enough. They might win under 5 games. The letter Z, Ivica Zubats, Cody Zeller, Bill Zopf. Sure. Actually, the letter Y could fare better depending on their matchups. We've got Yao, we've got Trae Young, George Yardley, Thaddeus Young. At least they have a starting 5. And yes, I'm counting Yao on the Y team. He wore it on the back of his jersey. Letter Y just needed some help, okay? Let's just roll with it. The letter U, yeah. They're not winning 5 games. They've got Wes Unseld, Stanley Umude, and a bunch of roster fillers. Likewise, the letter Q, at least they have 3 NBAers, Emmanuel Quickly, Nemius Kita, Trevelyan Queen. I am killing it. I am nailing these pronunciations. Let's just keep it moving. This next batch of teams, I would say, are kind of weak despite having a full roster. The letter O, Hakeem, Shaq, Jermaine O'Neal, but it drops off after that. Maybe Hakeem and Shaq can figure it out, work together, win. Actually, exact same situation with the letter N. They've got Dirk. They've got Steve Nash in their prime. After that, it starts to really thin out. Both O and N with pretty good duos. Can they do anything? The letter I, man, I was excited to see Kyrie and Allen Iverson. Hopefully they run them together in the backcourt, but after that, Dan Issel, they got a pretty solid starting 5. And the letter F, again, a full team, but just not. Walt Frazier, the only 90 plus. They got clutch player De'Aaron Fox, but well, that's a pretty good amount of 85 pluses. We'll see how they do. Moving along, we have a few teams that are really deep and balanced, but maybe don't have the top end talent. Like the letter K, with all due respect to Jason Kidd, he's their only mid-90s player, but again, they're deep enough that they should be competitive. The letter T, okay, they're much better than the letter K, but wait until I show you the truly goated rosters. You'll see why this one doesn't quite stack up in terms of top end talent, but I would say they'll be above 500. The letter V encapsulates perfectly what I'm trying to say. A bit surprising to me, they had a full roster, mid to high 80 overalls. Kiki, Dick, Keith Van Horn, but obviously no 90 pluses. We'll see how they do. I'm gonna say it right now, I'm hoping the letter V goes on a Cinderella run. I kind of love that roster, but yeah, they're gonna have trouble competing with our next group. Just absolutely goated letter. Beginning with the letter B. Yes, friends, that's Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Elgin Baylor, Charles Barkley, a full page of 92 plus players. That's pretty unbelievable until I move to the letter D, where we see the exact same thing. Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic, Clyde Drexler. Look at all these Hall of Famers / superstars. Those teams are cool. They don't boast the 2 greatest players of all time, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, with Nikola Jokic and Magic Johnson. The letter J, a tiny bit less deep than the first 2 I just mentioned, but like that top end is insane. The letter M, definitely less sexy than the few I've mentioned recently. Moses, Karl Malone, Kevin McHale, T-Mac is sick. This team's lacking an elite point guard. Nope, they have John Morant and a bunch of Hall of Fame centers. And rounding things out in our goated roster region, the letter W, this one snuck up on me. D-Wade, Jerry West, Dominique Wilkins, Bill Walton, again, a full first page of 90s. That's elite, man. Altogether, I think I just rocketed through like 16 of our 25 rosters. Trust me, there's some other gems I haven't showed you yet. We'll find them together, but let me know down below which letter you think is going to take this whole thing.
Winnie, come here. Come to the door if you think people should use code JCAN at Underdog. Oh my goodness. She came because she really believes it.
I mean, she just gets it. She just absolutely gets. She's a very smart puppy. Hey, if you want to be a smart puppy too, then sign up for Underdog using code JCAN. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. There's really never been a better time to sign up for Underdog than right now. If you've ever considered it in the past, then do yourself a favor and help me out. Use my code JCAN. Link and all their info is down below.
Let's just ignore her. What is she? She's trying to eat her tail.
Yeah, she's dumb, but...
Oh, no. See, I didn't even do a test simulation before recording this video. I wondered if this might happen because I knew those teams without depth, they would have stars simulate. Wes Unseld, letter U. They probably won like 4 games. What in the world? That is crazy, dude. Bob Cousy, letter C, wins 6th man of the year. Wes wins DPOY. I mean, sure, his numbers were literally insane. Emmanuel Quickly, most improved player. There's Wilt. It looks like letter C did work. Okay, that is, honestly, it's hilarious. Wes Unseld literally on his own with one other player. First team All-NBA, wins every award. Trae Young, Jokic, Kidd, Irving. Okay. It's very clear to me that the players who were kind of alone or on weaker teams obviously put up massive numbers. There's LeBron, Dr. J, Allen Iverson, Tim Duncan, and finally John Morant, Wilt, Giannis, Isaiah, Bob Pettit, players on teams that I'm sure were actually good. Okay. Looking at the playoff bracket, I do not see the letter U, so Wes Unseld couldn't lead his team to victory. The letter P and the letter M are our 2-1 seeds respectively. Okay. Might as well get to it right now. I didn't show you guys the letter P earlier. Yeah, very good. Chris Paul, Scottie Pippen, Gary Payton. Oh, Chris Paul and Gary Payton at point guard with Tony Parker off the bench. That's a lot of P's. Obviously, it's the letter P. Again, they are the 1 seed. Ooh, the letter R with Bill Russell, Oscar Robertson. The letter W, I shouted them out earlier. G, T, B, L, K. Okay, Jason Kidd led the way. Wow. There was an insane drop off in this Western Conference. I didn't even think about arranging the teams in any way. The letter Z won 0 games. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. 0-82. There it is. Okay, but we got to see the other conference now. So the letter M is the 1 seed. I showed them in the intro. They were very good. The letter C, I didn't show any love. A, D, J, H, S, and E. Okay, Joel Embiid and the boys just slipping in. The letter Q won 3 games, so slightly better than the letter Z. Wes Unseld MVP with 6 wins on the season. Ladies and gentlemen, we have truly now seen it all. That is amazing. Hakeem and Shaq just missed the playoffs. I didn't show love to the letter A in the intro. I think they were the 3 seed there in whichever conference they were in. Kareem and Giannis with Carmelo. That's a huge big 3. Yep. I could have put them in the goated team category for sure. As well, letter C. Okay, so they didn't quite have a full first page of 90s, but with Wilt, with Steph, yeah, I can see how they figured things out. They are a 2 seed, I believe. Dude, so many good rosters. I told you. Yet somehow they still go ahead and give MVP to Wes Unseld. I mean, he scored 36 points a game. Trae Young, Emmanuel Quickly. So all 3 of these dudes received some form of individual accolades. I mean, I guess I get it. Wow, Kyrie and Allen Iverson, they definitely missed the playoffs. They both finished 4th and 5th in league scoring. Dirk and Steve Nash missed the playoffs. He's up there in league scoring as well. I think Wilt Chamberlain probably should have won MVP because the letter C is a strong playoff team. He averaged 22 and 9. Dr. J with Joel on letter E. Stanley Umude. Yeah, him and Wes Unseld. What a duo. No, we got to pour one out for my letter V. Cinderella hopeful team. They only won 20-something games. Kiki, Dick Van Arsdale, Nikola Vucevic. I guess they just lacked that top-end punch. Fair enough. And I definitely wanted to take a look at the letter J. They made the playoffs. Only a 5 seed, though. We'll see how they rock in the playoffs. Nikola Jokic, a near triple-double. LeBron, MJ, Gus Johnson. Okay, Magic kind of split time, came off the bench. Interesting coaching decision. But in any event, that's a summary of our regular season with already a ton of chaos. But it's off. It's time to get off to the playoffs where the storylines will be crazy. The shenanigans will be at an all-time high. I'm very sure of it. Oh, brother, I knew the shenanigans were going to be here. We have a Game 7, letter D, letter J. This is one of 2 Game 7s, man. We're about to lose either Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic, that team aura, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Are you serious? In round 1, come on. Oh, nah, the scriptwriters are cooking already early in this video, boys. The letter D is down by 1. They are the 4 seed. I mean, this is a 4-5 matchup. It's no real upset or mismatch. Luka trying to go to work. Speaking of mismatches, dances around Magic Johnson. He's going back to the post on Magic. This is just interesting offense. Magic is absolutely boxing Luka with a tough fade away, and he bricks it. No LeBron coming in for the letter J. This is it. Gus Johnson, one of the many Johnsons on this team, over to Magic. Magic gonna try and find Nikola. He does indeed. And 1. Are you kidding me? Jokic finishes over Tim Duncan plus the harm. Honestly, I was not surprised to see Jokic finish. I was not surprised to see that pick and roll play. The CPU does it all the time, but to be an and 1 against Tim Duncan, LeBron must be fouled out. He didn't even come in after the stoppage in play. Is KD gonna go for a 3 or a 2? He's got some space. Michael's late on the closeout, but Kevin misses, and that's game. Brother, I'm out here talking about LeBron for the letter J. It was all Jokic, 32, 11, and 5, plus the game winner. LeBron did indeed foul out. Wow, and they survived without him. From one Game 7 to another, the letter R versus the letter L, and this one would be an upset. The letter L is the 7 seed, Kawhi Leonard. I'm blanking. I don't know. The letter R is Oscar Robertson, Bill Russell. I don't know. Okay, sometimes my brain starts working too fast. I'm trying to think while I'm talking, and it doesn't work out. The letter L, I just saw Damian Lillard. He's another player on this team. He just scored a bucket. It's a 4-point game. I think the letter R has this. One more bucket here and this game is over. Oscar Robertson just ISOing Dame to the free throw line. Oh my word, Oscar finally missed a free throw. They've been trading fouls, 2-pointers and fouls here the last minute or so. That's a miss for Team L, but it leads to Damian Lillard being wide open. Oh my word. Yeah, that actually worked. Okay, 2-point game. Mitch Richmond, if you hit this free throw, buddy, you might seal it up despite the Oscar miss. Now it's a 4-point game. No timeouts for Team L. They need a very quick three right here. A very quick three right here. Jerry Lucas, Kawhi in the corner. He's their best overall player, and he misses it. All right. The comeback was for naught. And that wraps up the first round. From the left side of our bracket, we've got the 1st and 4 seed P and G advancing. Okay, T eliminate. Oh, W was eliminated. I just noticed that. What? By B? Yo, W was a legit heavyweight. I shouted them out in the truly goated roster section. Man, what? They lost. Oh, what? How was the letter B? Hold on. The letter B was a 51 and 30. Oh, you know what? I think I accidentally loaded the Western Conference in this sim. Again, I did it without thinking. Yeah. The East is much weaker. 48. Well, not much weaker, but yeah. Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Charles Bryant. They should not have been a 6 seed. I'm sorry, letter W. Like, y'all were set up for failure by me. But speaking of the quote unquote weaker Eastern Conference, we have the letter M advancing to face the letter J. We watched their game 7 as well. H and S, a 6 and 7 seed. What? The letter A got swept in the first round. Kareem, Giannis, Carmelo. Nah, that's kind of crazy. I don't think, I haven't showed any love to the letter H. Okay. I mean, I told you all, there's a lot of very good rosters. This being whatever they were, a 6 seed, Penny, James Harden, John Havlicek, Dwight Howard. That's a great roster. We had a couple teams on a mission in our Eastern Conference, as led by John Morant and Tracy McGrady in the backcourt, Moses Malone and Bob McAdoo up front. The letter M took down MJ and LeBron in just 6 games to advance. Similarly, James Harden and Penny Hardaway weren't messing around as they took control for the letter H, quickly dispatching of the John Stockton-led letter S squad in just 5 games. I wanted to see MJ, LeBron, Nikola Jokic, Magic like that top. I wanted to see them succeed, but look how deep the letter M is. John Morant, T-Mac, Malone, McAdoo, they are deep at every position. And I can't lie, I've been sleeping on this squad because James Harden, Penny, Elvin, it doesn't seem like the most outrageously talented squad. Their numbers don't even look that amazing, but they just won their second round series in 5 games. We'll wait to see that epic Eastern Conference Finals matchup, but first, the lone game 7 comes from the West, P versus G. Yeah. Oh, these are two. The West is so much better. These are 2 heavyweights, dude. Shea, Kevin Garnett, Pau Gasol on letter G, CP3, Scott T, Robert Parrish. Let's go into a oh my gosh, look what I'm seeing right here. Chris Paul, Mark Price, Gary Payton. I think they have Tony Parker too. Please, letter P, don't tell me you're running with 4 point guards out there, especially when the letter G has both Gasols, Artis Gilmore. They have 3 centers. Yeah, that probably happened during this game. 2K is crazy. Look at the rebounding numbers. That's 53 total for the letter G to 30 for the letter P. Oh, they folded in game 7. What were they doing? I knew chaos would ensue, dude. I didn't mention it yet, but the letter B has advanced to the West Finals. Kobe, Larry Bird. Yeah, we saw that coming. I mean, 4 powerhouses left. It's really that simple. As I look at the league leaders for the what happened to the letter C? The letter E was ousted early. We know J just fell out. Shea leading the letter G. Nice. Good to the letter C, though. I didn't even mention they got upset in round 1. In 6 games, they were the 2 seed. They lost to the letter S. A pretty nice squad. John Stockton, Dolph Shays, Amari Stoudemire. Dang, dude, Wilt. I thought he should have won MVP. I stand by that, but just regular season merchants, these letter C squad. Anyways, they're old news. Let's move on to the conference finals. Oh my word. This is the dream scenario. We've got a 3-2 series in both conference finals. Let's go. I'm here for the drama, brother. Letter M versus letter H. I didn't even double check. I think letter H has a chance to close the series out. Oh, but they're not gonna do it. No, that's letter M making a statement. We'll get back to the game 7 in due time, but letter B, Kobe and company. We haven't seen them in action yet. They have a chance to close their series out in 6, and they are on the verge on their home court, up 3 late. Shea is their only guard. Oh, it's gonna work, isn't it? 2K is crazy. A big steal, Kevin Garnett in transition, shooting a fadeaway mid-range, but there's Blake on the glass. No. This is chaotic, dude. I just realized Larry Bird is not on the floor. Okay, they're going into Chuck. Yes, from the mid-post, Chuck turns and puts up a hook shot. Oh, Oh, that is next level. Wow, I can't believe he did that. I mean, I knew Chuck could score over Shea. That was a great decision, but a shimmy hook shot from the mid-range, that is out of pocket, Charles. Always with the eccentricity points. Richie Guerin shooting right-aways and missing right-aways. Well, I don't know about that shot selection. Chauncey misses his second free throw, but it's not going to matter. Out of timeout. Richie Guerin really tried to be the hero there. Shea, you should have shot on the last possession. Kobe Bryant leading the way for the letter B, 26, 2, and 5. Charles Barkley, a double-double, and the game-sealing bucket. We've got 1 6 seed into the NBA Finals. Can the letter H be another 6 seed making it through Game 7? Let's do it. Oh my goodness, I was watching the sim. I thought the letter H had this thing wrapped up. The letter H doing the wise thing, killing clock. They need a bucket here, though. Grant Hill down low. Great positioning on Dan Issel. Poor footwork, though. Dan Issel. Oh my gosh. Bob McAdoo inside. A bit of a mismatch on Lou Hudson. Can't take advantage. John Morant going to try and drive past prime Grant Hill, and he gets defended. Great defense, Grant. I don't think he was on. I don't know. I don't think he was on the court on that last possession. For my money, Tracy McGrady needs the ball in this spot. It's technically not over. 13 points, 33 seconds. T-Mac just dribbled out of bounds. I'm trying to gas this man up. What just happened? T-Mac didn't want to deal with another 7-game series. Fair enough. The letter H, man, I swear I've been sleeping on them. And I got to stop that because here they are into the NBA Finals. All of NBA history. Alphabetical order. We've got the letter B and the letter H. I've said it a billion times and I'll say it again. The letter B, I highlighted them in the intro. This is no surprise. Even with the low morale for some reason, Kobe, Larry Bird, I mean, this is probably the best roster on paper. So fair enough. But the letter H, I mean, I just see John Havlicek, Penny Hardaway, James Harden as their best 3 players, and I kind of slept on them, okay? But overall wise, a bunch of 90 plus. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're super deep. Yeah, all 90 plus. That's wild.
12 seconds later.
Okay. Yep, that's anticlimactic. That is letter H. Did I not gas you up enough? You don't come through for the content? You always hate to see it, man. Maybe if we go into Simcast, we'll get a 3-0 reverse sweep, epic finish. Well, wait a minute. There's one. Okay. This isn't, there's no way, right? There's no way. A 3-0 series. Hold on. Hold on. What am I seeing? Okay, maybe I blessed the letter H by not doing B-roll epic voice. I just assumed they were done, and now they've made this a 3-2 series. Oh my gosh, they're at home. The letter B with an insane fumbling of the bag, and now they're down 3. They had a chance. They've had 2 chances to close out this NBA Finals. Kobe from the wing over Jake. Dude, Kobe can't make a shot. Rick Barry, what an board. And wow, both these teams are playing insanely small. Rick Barry, I just noticed, was playing center. I think Lou Hudson is for letter H. Yeah, and they're both grabbing offensive rebounds. What? Can they pull this off? Kobe coming off the wing. This time he's wide open, and this time he's making it count to tie it up. Letter H, maybe they just committed to playing small ball, and it's just baffled the letter B. We're going to go with that as the narrative. Tyrese Halliburton. That was a terrible shot, but he made it. What? They're not guarding Kobe. They're just like... letter B just did the same thing 3 times in a row. How do you not defend that, man? The letter H, they had a chance to close this game out if they just played some defense, force a game 7. Now they need a bucket. Kobe defending James Harden, coming off the screen. Another tough shot. Yeah, that was no good. 2 seconds left. They just need a good look. Somebody, oh no. Like, you're so deep, Kobe. Why would you? Oh man, I saw that come. And as punishment for both these teams fumbling in overtime, I'm letting Simcast decide it. We will jump in if it's still like a 1 or 2 point game. Oh, the letter H just they just went on a run. Oh, okay. I accidentally clicked out of that way too fast. The letter H in overtime indeed went on a run. 14-8. Yo, the letter B choked this entire series away. But in game 7, they may have saved their entire legacy collectively as a team because the letter B is up by 6 late. Penny Hardaway going to work. That's a pretty good move inside, but that's pretty good defense from Chauncey Billups. But in the 4th quarter, I believe the letter B has come alive. Kobe looking for a dagger. Oh, clamped by Grant Hill. What? This game is not over. John Havlicek inside Cliff Hagan. That was weird, but okay. The letter B, so much pressure. Can the letter H find a bucket here? James Harden is open. He didn't shoot it. Now he's backing down, fading over Kobe. Oh, I don't like that. I didn't like that possession. I don't want to see 30 seconds of fouls and free throws. Dwight Howard, they should definitely be hack a Dwight Howarding right now. Instead, they let him make a move. He misses, and that miss was it, ladies and gentlemen. The letter H with a great run from out of nowhere to force a game 7 in the the NBA Finals, but indeed one of the absolutely goated rosters that I pointed out in the intro of this video, the letter B. They will walk away as undisputed champions of this video, despite almost blowing a 3-0 lead in the NBA Finals. That would have been bad, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. Am I right? The letter B have won our championship. Chauncey Billups, I was wondering why he got the trophy first. He takes home Finals MVP, 18-12. Wow, good showing from the man. His second Finals MVP. One more look at the roster. I always love when these videos are unpredictable, have chaos. This was a pretty predictable team to win it all, I can't lie, but they had no centers. They had kind of an adventurous route to get there, so all in all, a fun time was had by all. And maybe we should just let's see if they can run it back. Just very quickly, let's go. And in our second season simulation, Wes Unseld again dominates, again wins exactly 6 games. That is nuts. The letter M is a 1 seed. Is that for the second season in a row? They were good at least. And this time our reigning champion letter B is the 1 seed in the West, where they probably should have been all along. Oh my word, but no repeat. Nah, Jason Kidd and letter K took care of them in round 1. Are you serious? In fact, 2 new teams in the NBA Finals, the letter G and the letter C. Wow, both our finals teams from season 1 were eliminated. Round 1, the letter H. Yes, that is chaos. And it's a game 7. Are you kidding me? I wanted this to go quickly. We might have to watch this if it's a clutch finish. And it was not. So we won't watch it. The letter G. Yep, another absolutely goated roster. Well, I didn't mention them in the intro, but they were solid. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Finals MVP, the backbone of the team, I'm sure. Kevin Garnett, a really strong roster. And that is a different champion in our second season. So yeah, this video was a bit unpredictable. Let me know if you saw it coming with the letter B, the letter G. If you enjoyed this, drop a thumbs up and check out another video from here on my channel.